All right, welcome to YACU-Con or YASU-Con, the YACU's biweekly convention. Um,
Is this ByCon?
um,
Yes,
no,
we'll get to that at
yes,
a
but
later time.
no.
It's not ByCon.
Please save
Go,
all comments, questions,
go
concerns.
to the next
Yeah.
slide so that we can see which number YASU-Con. Oh, look at that! It is our 9th YASU-Con. All right, we can go to the next slide. Cool. So for the people that are new here, YACU's mission: engage youth in politics and promote unity and bipartisanship. Super cool. Member opportunities, standard, each team, digital organizing, political communications, and tech. They're going to have team updates throughout the day. Events, we're going to have an event slide near the end, but if you want to check for yourself, go to events.yacu.org. And virtual chapters, our organizing directors are going to talk about this, but also if you want to look at the start a virtual chapter, yacu.org/chapters.
All right, so for digital team this week, we're currently seeking new graphic designers to expand our graphic design team. Little prior experience is needed. All you need is a sort of graphic design software. That could be Photoshop, Paint.net. I don't care, as long as you can do decent graphic design for us, that's totally fine. We do have skilled graphic designers who can train you if you're not very well versed in the kind of graphic design that we do here. But if you want to sign up, go to volunteer.yacu.org and fill out the digital team sign up sheet there. Follow us on all of our social media. It's at YACUHQ on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and TikTok, and soon to be YouTube. We're also going to start doing event posts pretty soon. So we'll now be posting reminders and announcements for events like, the YACU-Con, the speaker series, and more to keep you guys updated on social media of the upcoming events, so you don't always have to be checking the Mobilize and things like that. It'll also hopefully draw in some outside members who only follow us on social media and aren't a part of the Discord or other communication mediums. We're also going to be implementing PowerPoint parties organization-wide very soon, which is exciting. So the whole gist of this is it's a new type of event where people will draft a 3-minute or so PowerPoint presentation on any topic they like. And either the funniest or most informative ones will be voted on by all of the members, and the winner will receive a prize. So those are some interesting things with digital team that's upcoming. And look out on the Mobilize for that PowerPoint party event, because that should be coming in the next week or so.
In addition to the digital team, the June Reddit contest has been extended to this Friday. Post any original memes for a chance to win 200 coins, a custom flare, and potentially a Discord role. There will be 2 winners chosen. The first place will receive all of the rewards I described, and second place will receive just a flare and a role. Please remember to follow all of our rules and flare all submissions with a contest flare in order for it to count. There will be a maximum of 3 posts per user. The hard deadline is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time sharp. And all winners will be DM'd by the moderation team and must be replied to within 48 hours to receive your award. Anyways, check out our official subreddit at r/YACUHQ. Good luck and enjoy your karma.
Yep. And to add on to that, again, the due date is Friday. So if you guys have any political memes of any sort you'd like to post and enter into the competition, please be sure to post them, because the rewards listed are there and are available for you guys. It could be YCU memes. It could be general political memes, anything you want, as long as it's somewhat on topic. Anyway, moving on, organizing.
So the first thing is join the organizing team. Our applications are always open, and we need new members to help us manage and help with creating chapters, which currently the directors and deputy director is doing right now. But we're revamping activity, and we're going to have a lot new roles in the future for people, including senior leadership opportunities. So join the organizing team and you may become senior leadership in the future. Some of the roles we have working now, in the works now, are events coordinator and engagement organizers. And basically engagement organizers will reach out to people and help them start chapters. And there's more information on that coming in the future. Right now, we're also working on structure for state reps, the organizing team in general, and for each chapter. And when everything's finalized, we'll put it in the bylaws. And so I also have an announcement for today. So I was originally planning on possibly stepping down in September, but I figured that now was a good time of any, and it gives everyone an opportunity to get situated before chapters start vamping up in September as everyone goes back to school. So Michael is going to take my place as acting co-organizing director for now, and probably officially co-organizing director in the future. I've enjoyed working with all of you a lot, and I'm going to miss you guys, but feel free to reach out over Discord anytime. And I wish you all and the YSU the best of luck in the future. I know that it's going to be big and you're all going to do amazing things. So thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Iris, and thank you for everything you've done for us over the
Yes,
over the
on
week.
behalf
Thank
of the
you,
board,
Iris.
I'd like to thank you.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put in a brief comment here as well, just to thank Iris for all the great work she's done, and I'm sure all the other directors and the board members feel the same way. And yeah, we will definitely miss you, and we hope you stick around.
Yep, and you're always welcome to follow up with us anytime you want.
Indeed. All right, moving on. YACU chapters.
Yeah. So Iris will be dearly missed, but we still have chapters to make and manage. So right now we're having virtual chapters, but very, very soon schools will be up and running like normal. So you're able to invite your friends and family to these virtual chapters for now. And then once the school year starts, then that's when things will start de-escalating and transitioning into being a normal, regular YACU club rather than just a virtual chapter. So if you are interested in starting a chapter, anyone here, or if you know anyone who may be interested, then go ahead and send them our chapter starter guide. It is located here. The link's over here. And then we also have the events guide link, and that shows some fun bipartisan discussion activities, as well as types of volunteer opportunities that you can pursue whenever you are in a chapter and want to think of ideas for events that you can do. Also, if you're interested, then please fill out our virtual chapters form, and then you'll be contacted shortly. And that is all. I've spoken.
Yeah, sorry.
You skipped the slide.
Oh, did I? Ah, I see.
Political team updates. Policy paper number 2 has been released. Thanks to our wonderful policy subdivision for that. Lots of great work. It is a nice, big, thick old 11-page policy paper on what the role of the president should be in foreign interventions. Go read it now at yacu.org/policy. Policy problem discussion number 3. There's more information on the next slide as was revealed to you early. But it is going to be happening June 22nd, 9 p.m. Mark your calendars for that. We want to see lots of people there. New upcoming speaker series with a Cornell professor of policy analysis and management. That is most likely going to be happening within the next 2 weeks. I'm meeting with him tomorrow. And we will be posting about it, like Aiden said, on social media. Spread the word. It's going to be amazing. Team supervisors will be coming soon. Each subdivision, both outreach and policy, will be having a team supervisor. And out of those 2, after a while, we may be having a deputy director as well, dependent on the growth and expansion of the organization and hence the group. Campaign and organization procedures still the same. yacu.org/campaigns has state-by-state opportunities. If you know any campaigns that might want to have their information listed on there, please have them reach out to us. In addition, members can fill out a form to have outreach, reach out to an organization. That link is posted somewhere in announcements. I will find it and put it in chat for you guys. Upcoming, as usual, we are planning potentially youth town halls and or debates for any hot debates, any hot elections that are going on. More policy research, individual policy research from our great policy subdivision, and obviously more speakers. Thank you. Oh wait, policy problem. The next policy problem is, what should the relationship between the federal government and fossil fuel corporations be? This is going to be a very, very interesting topic where we talk about climate change, the role of the federal government in climate change, how much the government is owing to contribute or to contribute against fossil fuels and that sort of concept. And I hope to see lots of you guys there. Mark your calendars, June 22nd at 9 p.m. You can go to events.yacu.org to sign up for that and many other events as well.
And I would implore you guys to actually show up, because not only will they be collecting data on the members as far as their opinions on the policy, but also there'll be time for discussion and debate around the issue from people with various political views. So it's very exciting. All right, comms.
All right, what's up, guys? Acting Communications Director here, Andrew Bird from Massachusetts. I'm going to go over these communication team updates. Andrew was just talking about doing some youth town halls, talking about elections and stuff like that. But one of the foremost kind of places to get some election news is on the Unity Network. If you go to the website, you can click on Unity Network, and the tech director and I do an election podcast. We cover some hot races to look out for. We got episode 2 in the works right now. Editing is getting done on that, and that'll get forwarded over to Digital Team if it hasn't already.
It has been, yes.
Yep, all right, fantastic. In our first episode, we covered the governor and Senate races in North Carolina, and then also covered the Kentucky Senate race as well. In this episode, we cover some rural states, such as Montana and Iowa, and some interesting races there. So it'll be a great episode to look out for. Quality will be better. Everything's getting better with that. Unity Network articles, we just got a whole bunch of new writers and some other people to help out with writing. I've seen some of the work they're doing. It's great work. So we're going to have some new articles coming out. Hopefully we can continue to increase that pace. Articles are coming. We now have press liaisons. There should be one to each team but tech, because Charlie is already kind of working with comms. He doesn't need a liaison. The team is already kind of small enough. So right now we have liaisons for digital, liaisons for organizing, and liaisons for political. So they'll start receiving some tasks and working with press team to get some press outreach going, spread the word about the YCU, interact with some media. And then our team roles currently on Saturday. This is kind of a little preview to what we're going to be talking about later. Saturday will be another bylaws editing session. So comms will be able to see what kind of team roles we have. Just so that way I can make sure I'm giving everyone the right roles, making sure we're not taking anything from other teams aren't taking for us. And then transparency has continued to be at a great high for the team. So any questions, comments, you guys can DM me. We'll take those up to other senior leadership. So thank you so much. Join the comms team.
All right, tech team.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Charlie. I'm the tech director. We'll just go over some quick updates for the last 2 weeks. First off, if you are interested in applying to the tech team as a member, I will note that applications are currently closed. However, as usual, if you'd like to request a special exception, please just DM me on Discord. All right, so let's get into what we've done for the last 2 weeks. As usual, we've been focusing on 3 main areas: security, website, and the Discord. In terms of security, we've given out some security presentations to all of our YCU teams to ensure that all YCU teams are up to date with the latest security standards. We've also updated our cloud service permissions. So if you've ever played on a Minecraft server, you also know what our cloud services are. And we've also continued password security enforcement across all YCU teams to ensure that our accounts are protected at all times. In terms of the website, we've updated our BICOM references to YACU-Con. So if you ever want to go to the YACU-Con website, it's just con.ycu.org. Super short, super simple. We've also created a Google business listing to further boost our search engine optimization. So if you go to Google and type in YCU, you should be able to see us as the #1 result. We've also removed several inactive Discord users recently from the main YCU Discord. If you are worried that you might be removed as an inactive user, please do not worry. We only removed users who have not sent a single message since early February. So if you are here, you're definitely safe. And the purpose of this purge was simply just to remove any members who were not contributing at all to the organization. We've also continued enforcement of Discord's terms of service age requirement. As you know, this is as part of our continued compliance with COPA, which simply states that we are not allowed to collect data from children who are 13 years or old or younger. All right, so for the next 2 weeks, we'll be working on some typical website updates. For example, we are planning on creating a press page that has been delayed temporarily, but we'll get on that soon. We've also been working on implementing Asana for all YCU teams. That is a task management software that we'll be using to ensure that all teams are now working with the mindset of now rather than soon. And we'll also just do some general updates on member engagement policies.
All right, I'll do this one. Yeah, no, I got this one. Well, thank you, Charlie. Really looking forward to Asana and entering the era of now. Speaking of now, right now, I need all of you guys to sign up for YACU-Mon. We'll put the form in announcements when we drop in the slides. But if you haven't done Model United Nations before, you really don't need much experience. It's similar to a debate-esque kind of event. It'll be held July 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we ask that you sign up. We'll get you in our special YACU Model United Nations server, which has all the information, all the guides you might need to participate. It'll be on digital rights, internet access, and data privacy, which I think, going back to what Charlie was talking about, improving our security, we're talking about everyone's internet access here and also securing our data. So it'll be fun. We have 30 spots. We're almost closed, so please sign up. I'd also like to thank the graphic design team for getting some graphics out on YACU-Con, and Jacob C. from getting our Model UN logo out. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to DM me. Any questions about how it'll work, and sign up. So thank you so much. Please do sign up. Oh, and one last thing. If you are already participating, please begin your research if you haven't already. Doing proper research is going to be critical to everyone having a really enjoyable experience. So if you haven't started already, please do start researching your country's position.
All right, bylaws changes this last Saturday, and as Andrew said, in the next few Saturdays, we will be updating our bylaws as they've been heavily outdated. Basically, this past Saturday, we made some pretty major changes to our leadership structure as well as our board. We have a new directorial position, as Charlie mentioned. He is no longer tech manager, he is tech director, Mr. Charlie. Our board of directors is renamed to Leadership Board to allow for the inclusivity of 3 senior leadership representatives. Currently, Michael Andrew LaBerge, although he is currently serving in capacity of acting communications director in Aiden Rood's absence, and Carlos as well. And these 3 senior leadership representatives will undergo, after 3 months, they will undergo a reassessment of whether they should continue to be on the leadership board or if another senior leadership member would like to take their place. The challenge system has recently been implemented. If you'd like more details on that, go to bylaws.yacu.org. There's a nice, pretty little spreadsheet, nope, not a spreadsheet, flowchart that was made by Carlos. And it basically shows the exact details of how that challenge system is going to work. I won't go into detail here unless you guys have questions about that. But the member representative position is also coming at our next YACU-Con, which will actually happen to be on July 1st. We will be doing our first member representative position election. So the member representative doesn't have a vote on the board, but rather brings up member suggestions that maybe directors might have missed or not have noticed during the time frame in the suggestions channel, and basically call for a vote on a certain topic. Bylaws are going to be continued to be edited this Saturday, and contact your directors or just post in suggestions to share your ideas and beliefs.
Oh, one last thing on this slide. Guys, we have a questions and comments slide at the end, so we have just 1 or 2 more slides to get through. So any questions, comments on this, please just wait a couple minutes so that way we can discuss these if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, and we can flip back to the slide as well if anybody has questions pertaining to any of these things. Also, check our Discord announcements. There's more detailed explanations of each of these things there as well. All right, so some upcoming announcements we have our Icebreaker event at 8 p.m. Eastern time at 6/20 on the 22nd of this month. The Mobilize link is in the chat. If somebody could post that in the chat here in the Zoom meeting, but it's also in the presentation here. We're also going to have our 3rd YACU policy problem on the 22nd as well, just an hour later at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Again, post the link for that as well. And if you want to host your own event for your local chapter in your state, post it on Mobilize using events.yacu.org so that not only your members can see it, but we can see it nationally as well, and people in your area can potentially be attracted to your club. All right, so we're going to open it up for questions and comments. Again, if you guys want me to flip back to that bylaws changes slide, just request it and I can go back. Yeah, anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to voice them now. Also, if you can, use the raise hand feature in Zoom, because that'll help us kind of categorize who's actually wants to ask questions or not. So.
All right, first up we have Rowan. Go and ask your question, please.
Yeah, all right. I always ask the question. but this time I actually have very serious questions about the member representative.
Sure thing.
First of all, I want to know the exact qualifications that you should have to be a member representative.
Yeah.
Second,
So there,
oh, go ahead. I'll
yeah,
ask
so
something.
there are no like specific qualifications to be a member representative. It's basically voted on by the majority. If somebody is interested, we'll go through a selection process at our next YACU-Con, and then they will be voted in as the member representative for the next month. And that member representative will only be serving for a month's time at 4 board meetings, and then they'll move on and be replaced by the next member representative at the first YACU-Con of each month.
You mean YACU-Con? I
Yes, sorry, YACU-Con.
want to correct you.
Old habits die hard.
Yes, indeed. And just a clarification, the member representative cannot vote. They can only suggest votes.
Indeed,
Looks
yes.
like Jonathan has his hand up.
Hold on, Rowan. I
Wait,
think
wait,
Rowan
wait,
had a
wait,
second
before-
part to
Unless
his
Rowan
question.
has anything else.
I had like 1,000 more, but okay.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We'll give you 2 more.
So then my second question was, why we're implementing this at the end of the month. Why are we not just implementing like the entire leadership thing at the end of the month?
So
Good
that's a
question.
great.
So part of the reason is because we recently started revising the bylaws, as you know, last Saturday. So we wanted to have additional input on that revision rather than just limiting it to the original board of directors. We've also decided that we are trying to get out of the soon era and into the now era. And by doing so, we want to make sure we get as many voices onto the new leadership team as fast as possible so we can get up and running.
Yeah, and in addition to that, with an expanded board, it allows for more accountability.
Now, there is the minor confounding variable of Andrew not only being the comms director, but also being one of our senior leadership representatives.
You know, I wish I had 2 votes in. I really did.
And
But-
once Aiden returns from his hiatus working on the Breuer campaign, then we'll have all 9 votes.
On a
The board does
particular
consist-
campaign.
Yes, sorry, particular campaign. But anyway, so when everybody returns, we'll finally have an uneven number of votes again, and there will be 3 senior leadership representatives and 6 directors on the board.
Just
Yep.
one more question.
Yep, one more
and
question.
it's about the board. So I just want to know, dude, if I remember correctly, board members were elected in every such and such months. I just want to know, one, how you can become a board director and if you need any qualifications for that as well.
Well, first
Okay,
of all,
so
not-
the way
can
that
I
our
ask-
current-
okay. Not
the
everybody.
way that our current director position works, so directors aren't elected, nor are the board members, and we work on a more meritocratic system, but we have these checks and balances such as the challenge system and a general just majority vote impeachment basis of the directors to be able to remove a director and like appoint a new director for a certain team. Qualifications really run case by case because each team requires different experiences and different sort of, what's the word? You said a specific word and I want to use that word, but qualifications, that kind of thing. And each team requires their own different qualifications for that. So it's case by case.
And
Yeah,
if
it's
I may to this, just because I wasn't a director and became a director almost within a span of how long I've been on communications. If anyone's looking to become a director as the future wants to be a director, the best thing you can do for the organization as a whole, if you do want to become a director, is become really active, do all the stuff you need to do on teams. If there's a gap in a director, if you think that someone needs to be challenged or someone steps down, like we saw with Iris tonight, the board will notice. We see when you are participating actively, when you're cranking out graphics, when you're doing tons of press emails, when you're reaching out to a whole bunch of campaigns. So if anyone has any kind of long-term ambitions for that, just do the work and it will pay off. Trust me on that one.
Right. And to fully answer your question, I'd like to say that not everybody on the board of directors, you can also be senior leadership, and senior leadership is defined in the bylaw specifically. But just to kind of gloss over it, that's generally like if you are a leader of a team. So for example, with my team, the senior leadership that consists of my team is Carlos, who's our head moderator, Matt, who's my deputy director, and then a couple of my team leads. But people who manage teams of 1 or 2 people don't necessarily count as senior leadership. But if you manage a larger team and you play a part in the YACU as a whole, then you will be considered. So yeah, or like Andrew said, you can become a director. I would like to also qualify that the challenge system is not if you want to be a director, you challenge the person.
Yes.
If the current director is doing an absolutely terrible job or not doing their job. And
you must be a member of senior leadership in that team as well.
Indeed, yeah. You have to be a member of senior leadership within that team. And it's basically, I like to call it impeachment plus. So it's really only for people who really feel that their current director isn't doing their team justice and they want change. And then the whole process will go through. And again, like Andrew said, that's all stated in the bylaws, how that whole process works. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rowan, you're welcome to just message me suggestions. I'll be more than happy to walk through any other details or questions that you might have. But for now, we do have to move on to other.
Thank you.
We do
challenge Pat for director.
We do have to move on to Jonathan now, so I'm going to unmute you and go and ask your questions.
Just out of curiosity, I'm looking at the challenge system and it says a neutral third party. Can you define what that means?
Yeah, so the neutral third party is a person agreed upon by the director and the senior leadership person that is challenging. Normally it'd be someone of, high merit, normally another senior leadership. However, it would not be someone that voted on the challenge. If you're looking at the flow chart right now, you can see that the board would first have to approve a challenge, like the board did already. So it would not be any of those. So if, for instance, let's say if a challenge were to occur, purely hypothetical between
well, just to sum it up for the sake of time, basically, if you're on the board, you can't vote. If you're on the team, or sorry, you can't be the representative. And if you're in the team, you also can't be the representative. So it has to be a neutral third party from outside of the team who's also senior leadership to moderate the voting and the meeting within the team where they vote for their new director.
Rose and Jack, we cannot add a physical fight because of social distancing guidelines.
Yes.
However, we may reconsider when we get to the real life YSU convention.
Indeed.
We should do Minecraft brawls.
Yeah, Minecraft PvP matches to decide the next director.
Agreed.
Anyway, all right, moving on. Next question.
Karina, it's your turn. Oh, make sure you're unmuted.
You're muted in Zoom.
Okay, sorry.
No worries, we can hear you now.
Hi guys. I'm new, so I literally just joined because of a friend of my brother. Anyways, I was wondering, so I think I'm in the communications group. I wrote an article for them. Okay, perfect, got that. Can I join another group, or is it just one group?
No,
you
can
join
each member. So you can join. Yeah, you can join a maximum of 2 teams each member. If you're a base member, and then senior leadership can only be 1 team unless given special permission from a director. So yes, you can be on a maximum of 2 teams. So if you're interested in joining political or digital or something like that, feel free.
Yeah, so Karina, in your situation, as just a writer for the UND network, you can join another team. It's just as long as you're fulfilling your commitments to your other team. But yeah, everyone's, go join another team if you so choose.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. And that just on the article, you did a great job on that. So encourage more people to go sign up to be writers for our UND network and help out. And you guys can view articles on the website when they get approved.
Yep, and thank you for joining the YSU again. We're looking forward to seeing what you'll do with us. All right, next up in the queue, we have Will. Go ahead and unmute yourself and go and ask your questions.
Yeah, I have a quick one. Is there any term limits on the member representative? So I know it's a month, but anything to stop you from being elected consecutively?
I guess we technically didn't work out any details on that. So I think we need to talk more about that this Saturday to talk specifics.
Yeah, but I would say in general, I don't see why there wouldn't be a term limit. I just don't think that people should be able to serve consecutively. But if they, take a break for a couple of months and are voted in again, just because the members feel like they would represent them wholly and fairly, then yes, they could be potentially voted in again.
Well, to answer you kind of similar to Aiden in the spirit of now, yes, you can serve consecutive terms. There are no term limits. However, it's encouraged that, you might give up a month or 2 just that way other people can bring new, fresh ideas. So that way the organization becomes.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. Well, to clarify, we haven't really decided on this.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. So.
This isn't a matter of soon. It's already planned, so it's not going to be soon. It's going to be
so just to clarify for you guys to kind of convey the urgency of what we're doing. we are holding a meeting within the board every Saturday at 7 p.m. that's closed to work on the bylaws every single Saturday until we finish the bylaws. So that could be 2 weeks from now. That could be at the end of the summer. So we're just going to keep working on them until everybody's happy with them and they're completely polished. So again, if you guys have any like suggestions on, potentially what changes we should make, or if you disagree, please feel free to voice yourself. So yeah, anyway, and we also have the suggestions channel in Discord. That's a very useful tool.